If you haven't watched the first part, please watch it first. He was able to succeed and earn $24 million on crypto meme coins at the age of 16. But at what cost? Liam felt something else, a hunger. He wasn't satisfied. $9,000 was great, but now he wanted more, much more. And with Bybit and Axiom Trade open on one screen and Solana charts dancing on the other, Liam whispered to himself, "Let's go again." After that Frog Balls win, something inside Liam changed. He wasn't the same curious kid experimenting with tokens for fun. He was a hunter now, a sniper in the world of Deegan trading. The $9,000 he made wasn't something he cashed out. That was his ammo. Over the next few weeks, Liam went all in. He created trackers for influencer wallets, set alerts for on-chain activity, and started recognizing patterns in hype cycles. When certain meme accounts tweeted the same project in unison, boom, that was his entry. When volume dipped and whales exited, he was out before the rug. He started making $2,000, then $5,000, then $18,000 a day. His room became his fortress. Screens everywhere. Coffee, Red Bull, 2 phones, no sunlight, barely any sleep. His school attendance dropped to near 0. But who cared? While his classmates were dissecting Shakespeare, Liam was dissecting liquidity pools. And then it happened. A token called Moonsource launched on Axiom Trade. It had a crude logo, 0 utility, and the dumbest website Liam had ever seen. But it was going viral. He bought in with $7,000. The coin did 30 times overnight. Liam didn't blink. He kept going. Degan Baby, Rugbuster, Elon Spump, coin after coin, he was riding the hype and exiting at perfect times. By now, he had bots running alerts, multiple Bybit wallets, and people messaging him on Telegram asking for tips. Within 6 months, his crypto balance showed $24,168,392. He stared at the number like it wasn't real. He was 16, no driver's license, no diploma, no clue what taxes even meant. But he had more money than anyone in his neighborhood, more than his teachers, more than most CEOs. And the craziest part? He still didn't feel done. Liam didn't know how to be rich. He knew how to trade, but how to spend money? That was new territory. At first, it was small stuff, a PS5, a second monitor, the kind of things any teenager dreams about. But that didn't scratch the itch. So he bought a car. Not just a car, a Lamborghini Huracan, bright yellow, $240,000 in crypto. He didn't even have a license yet. The dealership asked no questions. He wired the funds from a Bybit withdrawal and had it shipped to his dad's driveway. Neighbors thought it was a prank. His parents freaked out. "What the hell are we supposed to do with this?" his dad yelled. Liam just smiled. "Drive it or sell it. Doesn't matter." Next came the watches. Rolex, Audemar's Piguet, a Richard Mille he couldn't pronounce. Then came the hype sneakers, rare collectibles, tech gadgets he didn't even unbox. His room looked like a music video set. He even started tipping waiters in Bitcoin, flexing his wealth like a rapper. The money made him feel invincible, and he wanted people to notice. Girls started DMing him, kids at school who ignored him before now begged for crypto tips. He gave some of them coins just to watch their reaction. He felt like a god. But underneath the flexing and spending, something quieter was brewing. The more he bought, the more numb he felt. Nothing excited him anymore. The rush wasn't in the cars or the clothes. It was in the chase. And now that the chase was over, what was left? Liam was still just 16, but the money made him feel 26 or 36. The Lambo parked outside his house. That was just the beginning. With millions sitting in his Bybit wallet, he started exploring a whole new world, one far more dangerous than crypto charts and meme coins. It started with the girls. His Instagram exploded. Photos with stacks of cash, designer shoes, and late-night screenshots of $100,000 wins on Axiom Trade made him look like a legend. DMs poured in, some genuine, some fake, all flattering. Girls from other schools, older girls, girls who normally wouldn't glance at him in the hallway. Liam had never had this kind of attention. He didn't know how to handle it. So he said yes to everything. Dinners, shopping sprees, weekend trips. He once flew 2 girls and their friend to Miami for content and spent over $30,000 in 72 hours without blinking. Then came the clubs. Despite being underage, money opened every door. Promoters didn't care. He was known as Crypto Kid, the one who tipped $500 just to get a better table. Bottles popped, lights flashed, DJs shouted his name. Girls danced on couches while Liam threw cash like confetti. He was high on it. Not the alcohol, he barely drank, but the feeling, the power, the instant validation. He had never been cool in school, never been chased, never been admired. Now, he was the center of every room he entered. He wore chains, designer shades indoors, and custom sneakers with his Solana wallet address stitched on them. He even paid a guy to animate his trades into NFT art. But underneath the flashing lights, something was cracking. The clubs got louder, the girls got colder, the bills got bigger. And Liam? He was still just a kid. No one told him that attention is addictive, and fame without purpose is poison. The more Liam partied, the less he came home. His parents were confused. At first, they celebrated his success, even if they didn't understand it. But now, they barely saw him. He missed family dinners, ignored calls, laughed off his mum's texts with, "I'm busy, making moves." His little sister once knocked on his door at 11 p.m., asking if he could help her with homework. He told her to Google it. Something had shifted in his house. The warmth was gone. His dad, once proud of his entrepreneur son, now stared at him with quiet disappointment. His mom cried quietly in the kitchen one night after Liam bragged about buying a chain more expensive than their car. And Liam felt it, but didn't face it. Instead, he buried himself in more distractions, more parties, more girls, more noise. He started staying at luxury hotels just to avoid awkward conversations at home. The Lamborghini now sat in the driveway like a prop in someone else's life. Then came the hangers-on, fake friends who laughed too loud, drank too much, and called him legend every time the check arrived. People who didn't know his middle name but knew the password to his guest Wi-Fi. They didn't love Liam. They loved what he had, but the worst part, he knew it and let it happen. One night, in a club bathroom, Liam looked at himself in the mirror. His pupils were huge. His face was pale. The bass from outside thumped through the walls like a heartbeat. He whispered, "This isn't me." But it was, at least for now. And back home, his family was slipping away, like everything that once truly mattered. By the time Liam turned 17, the noise had stopped being fun. The parties weren't exciting. They were routine. The girls weren't special. They were strangers. The club owners barely remembered his name now. And the fake friends? They'd already moved on to the next crypto kid with money to burn. His Bybit wallet still had 7 figures, but it wasn't $24 million anymore. Between reckless trades, rug pulls, and late-night desperation plays on Axiom Trade, the portfolio had dipped, then dipped again, then crashed. Liam didn't even panic. He barely reacted. He'd lost millions, yes, but somehow it didn't hurt. Not like it should have, because money didn't mean anything anymore. He sat in his massive empty house one night. Parents gone, sister living with relatives, silence echoing through every room. He opened the fridge, expired takeout and energy drinks. No dinner, no one to eat with. He went on Instagram. No new DMS, no party invites, no reposts of his charts. The spotlight was gone. He tried to call one of the girls he used to fly out on weekends, straight to voicemail. Tried a friend from the club circuit, number disconnected. Sent a telegram message to a trader buddy. "Yo, you around?" No reply. For the first time since that first win on frog balls, Liam felt something he hadn't felt in years. Loneliness. Not the kind you feel when you're bored on a Saturday. The kind that hits when you're surrounded by everything and still feel empty. He walked past the Lambo, now covered in dust, and sat on the hood, looked up at the sky. No notifications, no charts, just silence. "I had it all," he whispered. He thought the money would fix everything. But money without meaning is just a number on a screen. He still had a few million left. But the cost? His childhood, his family, his real friends, his peace. The story didn't end with him broke, but it didn't end with him happy either. Just a boy who got everything he ever wanted and lost himself in the process.